That has got to be one of the sexiest videos I've seen, Janet, and that's the one that got me hooked when I saw it with those cute little jeans on. Herb Ritts directed that one on a dry lake bed in California. I know it must have been a hot day, and I ain't talking about the weather, baby. Love will never do without you. We have more with Janet coming up, so all you need to do is just chill to the next episode, because the pleasure principle is on.
Actually, while I was on tour, I started coming up with lyrical ideas and titles and musical ideas for Janet. So between Rhythm Nation and recording Janet, the things started coming together. As I actually started coming up with the ideas of being on the Rhythm Nation tour, really, and you know, just certain things here and there what I wanted to do, and just coming up with little different ideas, really. And as time got closer, I bounced things off of Jimmy and Terry, who I produced with, and just put it all together.
My life right now that I've ever had before, and I feel like I'm really starting to live now, and dreams are really starting to come true, like doing my first feature, my first film, acting in my first film, and then being nominated for a Golden Globe for Best Original Song again. That's a dream come true. These are things I've dreamt of for a long time, and they're coming true now, and I'm really excited.
Never sat down and said, I am a writer, or I am this, or I am that. It's funny, because a lot of my friends tease me because I just say I'm just plain old Janet, the kid who likes to, you know, just have a lot of fun. I love my writing. I never sit down and say I am this or I am that. I love what I do so much, and even though it's hard work, it's more fun for me. It really is, than it is work. And I don't think that I've been in this business for 20 years, and I don't think I could ever have lasted this long if it wasn't fun for me, if I didn't enjoy what I was doing. I love it. I love it. I can't write about something that I don't feel in my heart, that I haven't experienced in my life at some point or another. And if it's basically, it's about fantasizing, and with all the songs on the album, writing them, it's something it's happened to me in my past, or really my past, or something in the present that's happening. But with this, it's about fantasizing. This girl is fantasizing about this guy and what she'd do to him if they were together. And I mean, I'm guilty because I've definitely done that. And I think pretty much everyone has done that at some point in their lives, whether you were like coming into your teens and started fantasizing, daydreaming about being with a girl or a guy. So it's basically, it's really where it came about. It's just a past experience in my life where I said, this is it. I'm going to do this and do it the way that I want to do it, as opposed to trying to listen to this person or that person. Don't get me wrong, I think I've gotten advice from people, and I listen to what people have to say, or if someone has to make a suggestion, I think that's fine, but in the end, it's my career, and if anything goes bad, a finger's going to be pointed at me. If anything good happens, a finger's going to be pointed at me. So I think it's important for you to make all the decisions, and it's your career, it's your destiny, and you have to guide that. At that point came, I was doing a show called Fame. I was about 18, I think, and I was very unhappy, very unhappy. I didn't like doing the show at all. I was married at that time. I was going through a lot with that. The kids on the show were cool. I didn't want to be there. It wasn't the place for me. I did it for all the wrong reasons, because I was asked to do it, as opposed to, I really wanted to go to college. I just graduated from high school when I started the show. And I finally asked them to let me go. They were pleased to let me out of my contract. It was a 3-year contract, and they said yes. I was very thankful for it. And that's when I got an annulment, and I said, okay. From the guy that I was with, obviously, and I said, okay, this is it. I sat myself down and said, Janet, what do you want to do? Where do you want to see your career go? What do you want out of life? And that's what I decided to do with the Control album. And basically about my life, really. That a lot of things that I went through at that time in my life when I was a teenager. And I recorded that when I was about 18 and a half, 19. And that's when my musical career really started going in the direction that I wanted it to go in at that point. I don't think I could do an album as to where I didn't compose at least a few things on it. I mean, I would have to be involved creatively. I think by it being my album, it's important for the public to know what I'm feeling at this moment in my life, or everything that they listen to, the lyrics and the melody, that it all comes from me and from my heart. I think it's important for them to know that from me. I mean, other artists do that, and I'm not knocking it at all, that's fine, but for me, I rather for it to come from me.